Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, beautiful people. My name is Francine, and I'm here with my channel again, the Hermetic Herald, for another channeled message. So I want to just say thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. I know I typically would do like a number of videos in a week, and it has dwindled. It's likely, and it is because of me moving and transitioning, it's taking longer than expected. So please know that I have a lot of things that I want to send out to you guys, and I'm going to do my best to provide something at least every couple of days going forward. So you might see a lot of videos from me this this week, and I want you guys to kind of just be prepared. It might just be coming at you really quick. So I hope you enjoy the content that I provide coming up. There's a lot of exciting things to talk about, but today we're going to be talking about Taylor Russell and Harry Styles. So I have had allergies off and on for the past week. So if you guys notice me coughing, anything like that, it's probably hopefully gonna subside soon. I don't know how long it's gonna be around for, but let's tune into their energy. Let's see what comes through for them at this current moment, because I did a reading on them a bit ago, a while ago, I would say like at least 2 months ago, where I touched base on the idea and prospect of them being in a relationship. The question was there, you know, there were rumors circulating, but now it's pretty, I feel like more concrete that they are, because they've been seen out a number of times. I would say that it's definitely something that they're okay with people knowing, because we've heard about it for quite some time and there hasn't been anyone saying otherwise. So let's just see what comes through. Let's just see what the current relationship is and what the outcome is projected to be based on their decisions, because free will is always at play, but there's also the energy of what are they learning, what karmic or complementary energies do they provide if they are in a relationship. I feel like this card is meant for them, but let's get into the main spread. So I'm going to be using the Archangel Tarot, which is a little different, and I'm going to be using a number of different decks for this reading. So let's look into their current relationship status. Spirit team of Harry Styles and Taylor Russell, please assist me in getting to the vibration that's necessary to perform and to complete this reading, to speak only truths about the situation at hand. Please assist me in understanding the situation, so that I can assist others as well. Please assist me in accurately hearing what information is being presented to me at this current moment in time. What are they dealing with? What is their current relationship status? What is a card that best represents their current relationship status, Spirit? What is the card that best represents their current relationship status? Please provide clear and honest feedback, information that would help the collective understand them better. What is their current relationship status? Okay. What are their strengths? Let's look at what Harry's strengths. What is a strength of Harry? What is a strength? Okay. What is the strength of Taylor? Interesting. There's another one. What is a strength of Taylor? Please provide me with another card for Taylor's strengths. Her energy is shyer. Interesting. She's not to say she's not outgoing, but I'm getting like that she has a number of things that are strengths, but also that she's not honest about it and throwing it out there for you guys to know. But it's definitely there. Can I have one card for her strength? One like big strength, Spirit team. Thank you in advance. Ooh. Anything? Okay, let's get that one since it turned. What is their current challenge? Something that might be an obstacle or is an obstacle to help them, to help us understand what their situation is. What is a potential challenge or obstacle that they need to be aware of if they see this video, that we need to be aware of as a collective? Is there anything else? interesting. Is there anything else? All right. And then we also have, what is their future direction? That one came through. What is their future direction? Is there anything else, Spirit Team? Future direction. There we go. And advice. Ooh, that was easier. And then we have, what is their, any other advice? Any other advice before I move on? Okay, interesting. Any advice? No. Okay. Final outcome. What is their final outcome? Wow, nice. So let's get into it. Okay. Bottom of the deck here is a Ten of Michael. It says a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will follow and put the past behind you. These two are going through getting away from the past. So this relationship is whatever it is, right, is a means to get away from the past, regardless of whether it's real or not. Okay, and I'm not gonna stand and say one or the other until I get through this reading, but I feel as though it's saying put the past behind you, Harry. Put the past behind you, Taylor. Focus on the new. They really wanted to make something different and do something different this time, completely different. And I feel like that's why the Ten of Swords is here. They both have their own share of pain, because they've been through some things. And I feel like the friendship card with the Three of Cups, that could mean third party, but Three of Cups means like celebration, joy. And it says here, reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, guys. So at the end of the day, I'm getting the energy that they know this is something new. This is something like a new chapter for them. And also they feel like friends. Happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So they're thinking about happiness. They're thinking about the relationship. They're thinking about potentially children as well, because this deck stood out to me for this reading. So there's a reason that I got this card with that phrase. We also have the Ten of Cups, which is a family card. Feeling at home with someone at the end of the day, whether or not you guys have physical children, manifestations of it, you guys can also feel like there's love and blessings surrounding you, and that you're blessed with more than what you either expected, more than what you even think you deserve. It could be that, because Ten of Cups tells me harmonious relationships with family members. So they could feel like family as well. So they feel like they resonate with each other right off the bat. I feel like they went through a really difficult cycle. Look at how they replaced the Ten of Swords, that first card, with the Ten of Cups, guys. The worst situations and circumstances, transforming it into the Ten of Cups. So this is not something that's just kind of like willy-nilly. It feels like there's something deeper to whatever this is. Let's get into it though. First card, right, was the current relationship status. Their current relationship status is the Ace of Pentacles. It says for this card, that's usually about stability, by the way. It's about a relationship. Usually the Ace of Pentacles is what you look for in telling someone, hey, you guys, it looks like you guys have a relationship coming in or something like that. The Ace of Ariel means it's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, and support, a change in job or promotion. This is a new relationship. So I'm already getting that the relationship, it feels new, it feels exciting. It feels also like an opportunity, whether it be for, for them to learn from each other, like to grow together and to take some kind of like lessons, or to understand each other in a new and better way. The Ace is always about new beginnings. So you guys are seeing new beginnings with these two. So the current state is all about new. They're focusing on the new. You saw the Ten of Swords. They don't want anything to do with any person. Anyone that reminds them of the people they were with, no, they want someone else. So let's look into their strengths here. Okay, so Harry's strengths, right? Harry's strength was the Seven of Gabriel. That is standing up for what you believe in. So he stands up for what he believes in. He's a very strong energy. When you see the Seven of Wands, that means you stand your ground, and you have he has set beliefs or set feelings towards things. So he is very in his power right now, because it says have confidence and claim your personal power. He's claiming his personal power. He's riding the wave and going through life, and he feels like he's actively participating. He does not feel like he's, you know, passive or letting other people take over and take center stage. No, he wants to claim his own personal power. So that is his current strength. It contributes greatly to his stability and his growth. He needs to be able to feel like he's in control and that he has some ground to stand on. So I feel like he's very defensive as well of Taylor. I'm getting that energy strongly, like he is standing up and trying to, even if they're friends, whatever it is, right? Because the Ace of Pentacles is about opportunity, and it's also about a partnership. This is about like standing your ground and saying, hey, that's my friend, that's the person that I'm with, that's my person, whatever it may be. He's standing his ground for them. He's also being very like defensive at this time. But what is Taylor Russell's strength? We have the Six of Swords. It's the light at the end of the tunnel is what it says. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So she is very free flowing, where he is very like staunch and like more so fiery, more so, what is it called? Like more so stubborn. She's being more fluid. She's moving more. So between the two of them, one person took on the solidifying things, and the other person took on, I'm good with that. I'm happy with Harry taking over or taking on something with his personal power in the relationship. So she's feeling like she can transition into calmer waters with him. That's her strength. She's really good at moving on, guys. He's really good at standing his ground when he wants something in a relationship, and she's really good at moving forward, like getting out of a relationship or getting out of a situation that does not serve her. She is all about, I want what's good for me, and I know I love you or care for you, but I want to move and transition. She's very fluid. We also have here, this one was very tentative for her strengths. It's called Epiphany, number 9. It's also known as the Hermit card. So she's been getting the Hermit card a number of times. In another reading, I remembered her getting the Hermit between the two of them. I think also Kayla Nicole gets the Hermit. So it's interesting. It says joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. So she's more of the meditative energy, the contemplative energy. She's the one that tends to think through things very deeply. And I feel like she has a very strong inner monologue with regards to what she expected with regards to her relationship with Harry, about this coming out and people, how they would perceive her. So she's very intuitive. She's very thoughtful about the whole thing. She thought about everything, and I think she even asked him, like, are you sure? Are you good with this? Are you interested in really going through with this? And he was always saying yeah, putting his heels in, like he was trying to be more defensive. That's the energy I'm getting from these cards, is that he felt more like he had to stand his ground and protect her, because I feel like he understands the industry, and it feels like that when you look at these cards. He's like coming off real strong, and she's just coming off really like intuitive and thoughtful about the whole thing. The blue and purple is what I go by. Blue and purple is throat chakra and third eye respectively, and then the orange is the sacral. He's going with his gut as well. He's very intuitive about the feelings he has, and it's all very new. I want to reiterate that. It feels really new. Like even if they've been dating for a couple months, the energy is still new, which is good. It's good in the sense that like it always means that they're learning something, and they're picking things up where they left off, or continuing to learn lessons. But it also can be kind of like, okay, we're open, not just like really solidified. So let's keep going and see what else comes through. What are their challenges? We had 3 cards. I'm going to start off with the one that came out right away. That was the 4 of Pentacles. So they're right now dealing with resources. When you give, you also receive. being resistant to change. Someone's being resistant to change in this relationship, and that's a challenge. And it feels like with the Seven of Wands coming through for Harry, he's the resistant one. He's being a bit more resistant, and she's trying to open him up and broaden his horizons, where he broaden his horizons mentally, because I feel like he has some really stuck energy right now. And that happens for everyone. Just know that, because there are people that come into your life that are really fluid, but there's also people that come and they know that you can be fluid, but there's times where you need someone to say, hey, loosen up a little. And I feel like he's being resistant to something. We can check it out and see what else he's resistant to, or what it is specifically. But it says also extremes in how you save or spend money. So I feel like he's being very protective of her, because when I think of the Four of Ariel, it's like you had the Ace for the first one, right? The relationship. He's being very like resourceful with this relationship. He wants to protect her hardcore, guys. He's very protective of her. When you guys see him out, it takes some guts for him, because he feels like you guys are already going to try to address or try to even attack her in some way energetically. I feel like there's like an energetic thing going on, like an energetic wave of like, there's people that just want to throw things at her, throw daggers at her. And I feel like that energy, he's rebounding it because he's really protective. Regardless of what they have going on and where it goes, he still cares for her. I just want you guys to know that. We also have the challenges in this relationship as new beginnings, starting anew. This is new for both of them. I feel like they went through some difficult times with the Ten of Swords that we saw earlier, if you guys remember. They're saying end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. So this is challenging for them to go in another direction. I feel like they met each other and it's almost like it was an opportune, I'm just getting opportunity as well. Like it was a very opportune time that they met, and it was needed. Like literally they were on their trajectory, right? And they had no expectation that they would feel this way, go this way. And then they just came into each other's lives and they're like, whoa, you're what I needed, or you're what I wanted. That's the energy that comes through with the Wheel of Fortune with their challenge. It's like, what do I do with this now? What do I do with this relationship? Last one we have here for challenges is the Page of Cups. This is usually Harry's energy, which is funny. The challenge is the energy he's typically in. It says a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social insights or invitations. Great intuitive insights. So they just need to allow themselves to be childlike continually. I think they need to allow themselves to be, I feel like there's like this essence of like, I'm seeing like warning tape. Like they feel so precarious and so scared, not scared, but more so like cautious. They're very cautious about this relationship getting, like how it's gotten out. It's already out, and now they feel like they need to protect it and preserve it. I feel like they need to allow themselves to really feel what they feel and to be free. There's like this sense of constriction with them. And when you think of celebrities, usually there is like a sense of privacy. Like you have to have the privacy and you need to be secluded at times so that people don't get into any little thing that you guys do together as a couple. But it's like they're losing, or they need to be careful of losing their childlike wonder and innocence because of negative experiences that they've had in the past with the media, with fans, with a number of things. They're trying to be more protective, and it's kind of making it less fun. Okay. What is their communication like, Spirit? We had a number of cards, so I really want to make sure I get all of it. So final outcome, advice, future direction. Okay. So the next one, is communication. What is their communication like? We have the High Priestess. They have some deep conversations, guys. So in this relationship, I'm going to say it's a relationship based off of what I'm getting with the Ace of Pentacles. This is the start of a relationship. We're going to look into whether it is PR or whether it is truly a relationship like focused on them, like their interest in each other solely. We're going to figure that out. But we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess tells me that they have a lot of psychic insights. They get a lot of things, and I feel like they might even get dreams and such and talk about their dreams, because I feel like you have to be really intuitive, or like you have to at least be open to being intuitive. I feel like these two are like, They have some really deep conversations. They meditate on some things, because we have reflection and meditation that provides valuable insight. Be at peace. They find peace in the depths of their relationship or the depths of their conversation. Keep in mind that even though this relationship is new, the energy feels new, they're also very deep people. I feel like both of them are. I feel like Harry is more of the physical. He takes on the physical brunt of the relationship, and I feel like she takes over with the emotional as well. It's very interesting. They take sides, or like they take roles in the relationship, but I feel like at the end of the day their communication is very intuitive. I also feel Piscean energy with usually when I see the High Priestess, so it means that they're also kind of like emotionally based with their the way they talk. They're very emotional with their communication, and as I said, that my third eye, like right in between my eyes, is like itching. Usually when stuff are very clear like this, it comes through that way and itching. But we have communication, very fluid, very like very deep. Let's get into their future direction. Where are they heading? That's like what a lot of people want to know. Where are they heading? Based on their current energies and their path, this can change. This is current. Chariot, determination and self-control. And it also says career advancement and acknowledgement of success by others. So they're going to be really successful moving forward with this relationship. It's going to go quickly, guys. The Chariot is coming in. That person's riding in with those horses. It's going to go fast. You guys you're going to see a lot of things transition, or like you're going to see them moving real fast. You're going to be wondering, whoa there, probably. But it's still like, that's the energy that's coming through. We also see career advancement. So they might be going through a lot of like career related events, like transitioning into bigger other things that are really exciting, but you're going to see movement picking up. It's going to pick up. We also have, wow, the Empress. I did a reading on Taylor Russell and Harry, and someone asked me the question of whether they would, it was a live, if you guys are interested in looking at it, check out my live videos, and they asked if they would be having a child on their current trajectory. They can choose not to, but on their current trajectory with where it's going, if they would, and I got yes. So I feel like with the Empress coming through as well, you guys, they might be transitioning into having a child quickly. Either that or the idea of it is coming up, because we have time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. At the end of the day, they are abundant, and they're going to continue to grow and thrive. That's what they want you to know, is that when you see two purple cards, these are two major arcana. Like, they're going to be going through some big transitions together. So expect that with regards to their direction. Let's look at their advice. Their advice is the Knight of Swords, which is time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. So there's now a time for them to get out of their emotions too much, because they're heavily influenced by their emotions. I wonder if one of them has like a Cancer Mercury, or a water Mercury. Something about their Mercury and how they communicate in their birth chart is significant. They need to now be more logical. Their advice is to be more logical rather than just only being mostly emotional about everything. I'm just getting that energy. Like, they have a lot of passion, they have a lot of feelings for each other, and I feel like they just need to think through things as they go quickly. So communication is a big thing that they need to do. They need to communicate and also just be very like efficient. I'm hearing just efficiency, like just focusing on being efficient with their words and being thoughtful with their words. Okay, and then I feel like of the two, I feel like Taylor is very thoughtful and thought-provoking with the way she talks, and I feel like that's very, it's very intriguing to Harry. I'm feeling that energy. Like, she's very intellectual. I feel like both of them need to just talk a little bit more. So we have final outcome. What is the final outcome of this relationship? Look at that, guys. It's new beginnings. Number 20. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Wow, we started off with a 10 earlier, and now we have 20. They are making exponential growth through this relationship. They're starting a new life, which is beautiful, which means that it could be starting a physical new life, like with the Empress coming through, like I said, and also what I said in the reading before. Let's look at that though. What would you like to say about the final outcome, Spirit Team? To help us understand this relationship better, what would you like to say about the final outcome? What would you like to say, Spirit Team? All right, we have 2. Whoa. Beautiful energy, though. We have the first one. Let's see. Go the distance. They're going to go the distance, guys. They're going to be in this relationship for a bit. I'm getting that they're going to continue on this trajectory to keep going, to keep thriving. This is very clear. So I don't know. It's up to you on what you believe. You have the power to to think about it and to say, I believe or I don't. That's totally fine. But I'm getting from my Spirit Team and from my readings that they're going the distance. They're going to continue to go the distance. And we have the fates. It's fated. Okay, this is fated. This encounter, this interaction, this relationship is fated. And the number 17 is also significant. That's typically the star card, which is like a dream come true. You guys, if they're happy, are you guys happy? Because I'm happy for whoever's happy. I'm happy because I know that what they want, it seems like they got something they didn't expect. So let's keep going. Let's just go into what they're in, like what their energy or what their advice could be as well. What else can we learn? What else can we learn about Harry and Taylor, Spirit Team? What else can we learn from Harry? And okay, look at that, guys. A win-win outcome is forecast. At the end of the day, they're gonna both win. There's like reciprocity, equality, balance between these two. We have meditate and contemplate. This is a new moon in Pisces. Look at this, guys. We had new moon in Pisces and new moon in Taurus. Okay. It's so interesting. They have such a deep thought life and relationship. It's very spiritual. But then there's also this stability and this like, when you think of Taurus energy, their shadow or something about them is that they're stubborn, but they're also very loyal. When you see Pisces, you think of how like innovative Pisces is, how explorative, how deep and vast their thought life and their spirituality is. These two have like a very great combination of things. Prosperity, and we have meditation and contemplation here. So they're going to continue to focus on what they're learning and growing in this relationship, and I don't see this ending soon at all. I see a prosperous relationship. We have a new romantic cycle begins, but what's interesting is we have, look at this, guys, the full moon in Libra, and then we have the new moon in Libra, which means that this relationship is going to complete full circle. Now, I don't think, personally from my reading, I don't think they're going to be together forever, like long term, like a long time, but I do see that they're going to complete a cycle together. And then we have show the world the real you, which is also very similar in color to these. I think the color really represents like intuitive. They know that they should be together. And look at all the purple. They know that there's something they need to complete together. Okay, and they're gonna do that. So let's look at the question. We have the Emperor coming out with the Empress. So they have a very like complementary relationship. They might have either like a soulmate or twin flame relationship going on here. Let's ask. Was this relationship initially PR, Spirit? Was this relationship initially PR? Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups. That's a no. 5 of Cups is like it's usually a card of sadness, of grief, of loss. What they're saying is that they lost someone else that they wanted in the past, like right before they met each other. And that loss resulted in them looking down. And when they were looking down, they didn't see that the other person, the other party was right behind them. So for Taylor, she was looking down after some grief or sadness or loss regarding someone that she knew or someone she was dating. And then she didn't realize that Harry was right behind her and that he was ready to come in. So they both came from a place of just extreme sadness, but no, it was not started off as PR. I'm getting that he initiated it too. Like he saw something in her and he just was like, man, I gotta look at this, guys. I gotta make decision is here, as well as perspective. he had a completely different perspective of her that he would not have had if he had met her like 7 years ago. I'm getting 7 years ago is significant. He is not at all the person that you might have known 7 years ago. The number 7 is significant because it came out for him already. So he's trying to tell you guys, like, I'm not the person that I was 7 years ago. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. 2016 is significant. So it was not PR. What else can we ask? Are they soulmates, spirit team? Whoa, King of Raphael. So the King of Cups is here. Yes, it is safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Bunch of cards came out. That's the only one that flipped. Are they twin flames, spirit team? Let's look at those two. Are they twin flame? Leap of faith. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. I'd say they're leaning towards more of being, this feels like more of like a soulmate, a deep, it's like getting spiritual insights from a soulmate. So I feel like they're soulmates. I don't think they're twin flame. What I see here is that they are a leap of faith in the right direction, meaning that after they have this relationship, I feel like they're going to come into balance and they're going to be able to open up to that person, to that twin flame, to that other person that's coming down the road. But I would say they're soulmates. I feel like they're meant to succeed and go through a cycle in order to learn the lessons for the next person. So that is what I have for you guys today. I hope this helps you in any way understanding what's going on between them now. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe again, because I really appreciate all the love and support, and it helps people see this video. So I'll see you guys next time, but you take care. Bye.